I had an interesting morning. I actually FaceTimed with Benji's new girlfriend.
Really?
Yes, yes.
How was that?
Well, it was really important to him that I FaceTime and meet her, face to face. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. Cause when I'm before Permanent Friends, I'm working on songs and I didn't even shower or brush my teeth yet when he FaceTime with me and her. And I was like, no, I don't want to FaceTime with her now. I'm not ready. Wait until I get my makeup on. But then I thought, she should just see me the way I am now. Let me just call him back. I called him back and, my hair was in a bun. I was a mess. And there was his beautiful new girlfriend. They were in Central Park with our dog, and it was just, it was tough. It kind of like hit hard. And I realized like, this is the kind of girl, you bring home to your family. She's a really she just seems like such a warm person. And I could tell she felt like nothing towards me whatsoever. Like she was just totally normal. And I was thinking, oh man, she was very mature about it. And she was sweet. And I was like, I don't even know what I said. When things like that happen, you don't even know what you said. I don't know. I mean, I was trying to fill the dead air,
It's like autopilot sometimes when you're like that. You're just like in the moment.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my God, this is happening. I knew this would happen eventually. I knew he'd find someone eventually. I mean, it took him like 7 years.
That's quite a while.
But I just have Andy. That's it. So I got to get Andy from that RV, and or else it's going to be just he can't be with someone and I'm with no one.
I know that doesn't seem right, especially given everything that's going on. You should definitely be the one ahead here. But Andy, I don't know. I mean, Elisa, I don't know. After watching Andy all this time, I don't know how he would still want to be his fiance.
Well, I mean, now, it's like desperate measures because Benjy, he has someone, he's in Central Park with our dog, walking the dog all through Central Park. And he was actually running and she was watching the dog, just her, I'm like, that's her dog now. That's not even my dog anymore. So it's a kind of a sad morning, but I realize that she's a very nice person. If he's going to be with somebody, it should be with someone like that, right? That's the mature thing to say.
Absolutely. And since you love him so much that you do want him to have somebody like that in his life, if it was like a really rascally girl, you might be happy because it wouldn't last long, but you wouldn't be happy because you know that she could make his life a living hell.
Yeah, no, this woman's going to improve his life. He could bring this woman to his family and it would be impressive. And Benjy just texted me, please stop. We're watching. Oh, whoops. Okay, I got to change the topic because Benjy's watching. Hi, Benjy and Anonymous. I was really impressed by you. Okay, we're going to change the topic. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hey, how's it going, Beth?
Good.
I had a question. Are you going to answer any questions about like Howard Stern and all that, like behind the scenes stuff, or no?
Yeah, I can answer any question.
Why did you date Benjy?
Benjy's a great guy.
Yeah, Benjy's a great guy. Yeah, obviously, but it seemed like more of a clout chase. Like, he's Benjy, he's gross, and what happened there?
To me, he's not gross. To you, maybe he's gross. To me, he's...
Come on, he's gross. He's gross. It seemed like clout chasing. Were you doing a little clout chasing? There's nothing wrong with that.
So you're like a typical... You're a typical person, right? You're very typical. You look at things in a typical, normal, poor way, right? Benjy, I'm friends with 10 years later. Benjy, I'm friends with 10 years later. Okay. So obviously we have a friendship.
You still talk to Benjy?
I talked to him today. I met his new girlfriend.
Is he kicked out of the studio still?
I don't like people like you. I hate people like you. You are so typical. You're such a loser. Be better. Why can't you be better?
You're so judgy.
No, you suck. You suck as a person. And that's why I date people like Benjy that are geniuses and not people like you who are just losers. So why do you have to call up a show and call me a clout chaser and say Benjy's gross?
No,
it's just so short-sighted. You're so short-sighted.
It seemed like you were a clout chaser.
Yeah. You know what, sir? You should try to date people that are great. Try to date people that are great. What?
Shush. It's okay. Calm down. So you dated Benjy
and
a guy that's bisexual. A famous bisexual.
Okay, so you're putting Andy in a box that he's just bisexual and that's all he is. He's a lot more than that.
That's what he said he is.
Yeah, so what?
That's what he said he is.
What?
You're very judgy.
You're judgy. You're saying somebody's bad because they're bisexual? You're saying somebody's bad because they're bisexual? Are you really saying that right now?
Shut up and dance. Dance for Clash with Bob. Just dance for him.
Who?
You just get a stand up and dance for Clash with Bob.
Bob? Trumpster Bob?
Yeah, Bob. Clash with Bob. Just dance with him for a little bit. Just get up and dance for him.
Trumpster Bob? You're a Trumpster Bob fan?
Who?
Who are you talking?
No. Say Clash with Bob. Say Clash.
What
with
does
Bob.
that mean? I don't know what that means. What is that?
We're watching you on it.
Oh, Clash with something? I don't know. Whatever you're streaming from, I don't care. You sound like an asshole. Honestly, I hate people like you. Try to be better. Why do you have such a negative?
Why are you so
Because you have a negative. You have a negative.
You're a name caller.
Well, you're talking negatively about people I love. I love Benjy. I'm friends with him 10 years later. I'm friends with him 10 years later. I'm friends with him 10 years later. So obviously it's more than clout. Okay?
Go ahead.
I'm saying if I'm friends with Benjy, let me speak.
Triggered by that.
If I'm
triggered by the clout chasing thing, why did you get triggered? I was just trying to.
If I am friends with Benjy 10 years later, don't you think?
But the reason, like, you even got in with him and stuff was a little weird.
So what? I'm sure the reason why you date a woman at first is because she's hot. Who cares what the reason is?
Just talk. Calm down. Less screechy. Just talk.
I'm sure the reason. All right, you're not letting me talk. So say what you want to say. Say your typical chauvinistic bullshit. Just say it. Say your typical chauvinistic bullshit, and then I'll say what I want to say.
Well, if you know that it's typical, what am I going to say?
I know you're going to say, oh, you're using Benjy for clout. Oh, the Andy is bisexual. You know what bullshit that is? Putting someone in a box because they're bisexual. Oh, I can't marry someone that's bisexual? I can't? What if I want to? What if I want to marry someone gay? I should be able to do whatever I want. That's the beauty of being married. You choose.
When Howard Stern, who's got a pretty good pulse of people, calls you a clout chaser.
He didn't call me that.
That was kind of,
he didn't call me that.
What?
Howard Stern didn't call me that.
Honey.
No.
Honey, yes, he did.
No, he didn't. He doesn't even use that word. That's a new word.
All right, let me ask you this. Was Benjy fingering your open vagina at the Christmas party of Howard Stern?
No, that's another chick. That's another girl. That was like 5 years before my time. Her name's Sarah.
Oh, that was Sarah.
Yeah, call her. Why don't you call her show and talk some bullshit to her?
Oh, why are you so angry?
Because you're a fucking asshole. I hate people like you. I despise.
You're so aggro for somebody that's got like 40 people watching. Just calm down.
You're on the wrong channel. It's not my fault you're too stupid to find my right channel. It's not my fault.
Oh, and now you're angry and you're
not angry.
Caller. Honey, just calm down. I was trying to have a little civil conversation with you. I was just
Do you have a question, sir? Do you have a question?
I haven't heard for a long time, and Benjy was one of them, and you know, everybody, you know, Sal and everybody said that you were just, there was no reason for it. So I was just curious.
It seems like it's all about Andy Dick now, the show, over the last year or so. It seems like everything is about Andy Dick. And it's like, I understand to you, Andy Dick drives controversy and drives like the show, but it eventually gets old. And that's all I'm going to say is that eventually it gets old covering Andy Dick. Andy Dick is, you know, he's controversial, but yet he has been. That's why.
No, he's not, Barry. Barry. He's not a has-been at all.
He hasn't done a movie in like.
Yeah, you've never done a movie or anything at all of note. So don't call Andy a has-been.
Okay, well, he hasn't done any relevant material.
Okay, he's a million times more relevant than you.
I doubt that. And
no, don't doubt it. It's true. It's true.
Well,
so before you say that about someone else, look at yourself. Look at yourself.
Elisa, at least I've been on CBS in the last year.
No one cared, Barry.
Barry,
fuck you, Barry. Fuck you. Andy is so talented. It doesn't matter if you did 1% of what Andy did, you would be an enormous success. So work on that instead of talking shit about Andy. I'm so sick of people talking shit.
So Andy Dick all of a sudden is enormous success. He's blacklisted by Hollywood, Elisa, for groping people and Uber drivers and shit and doing grotesque things.
People that you would
one
pee in
talks
your
about Andy
pants.
Dick.
If you were in a restaurant, the
Right-
people that call
right-
him, you would
right
pee in your
now-
pants if you
right
met
now
them.
I'm creating controversy for you. I'm actually doing a good thing for your show. Okay? Right now, I'm actually doing a good thing for your show because I guarantee you views are starting to pump up from 136 to 200 something or 30 something, 300 something right now.
You don't have one fan, so that's not true. But Barry, you know, you need to be humble. You need to realize what you're
I am
talking about.
humble.
You're
I
so
am humble. I'm the
wrong.
most humble
Barry,
guy
you
you'll
are
ever meet.
so wrong in what you're saying. You could not be more wrong. I mean, it's okay that you're wrong, and that's fine. Jesus would be fine with that. But I'm just saying, like, you need to look at it more clearly. You have to look at it. Andy is like, he's such a small percentage of the world. In fact, he's like less than 1%. Like he's more talented than anybody you've ever met in your life put together. So just humble yourself.
That's why he hasn't done the movie in 20 years.
You've never done shit, Barry. You haven't done shit, so shut up. Really? Oh, really? You went to a nut house? Okay, you went to a nut house. I'm sorry. I'm just so sick of this bullshit.
Really?
Don't call me. Don't call me.
I've had millions of views on my content, and I've actually done quite well for myself. I went to Roku.
Okay,
channel.
congratulations. Yeah, Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hey, Elisa, I just want to say that you're right about Barry. I wouldn't know who the hell he was if it wasn't for you. So you're more famous than Barry. You made Barry, so he can shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Lori. I didn't mean to get so mad, but fuck that guy, right, Lori?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's such a conceited asshole talking shit about Andy. Andy's achieved more than...
His ego isn't even real. It's surgically installed.
Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you. He has a fake penis, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. Love you.
You say you know what love is. Just tell me what